I am so excited for Ironheart, but I'm not sure if the general population is going to feel the same way. I'm excited for it because I think it's going to be a massive disaster. And I've thought that since they announced the character was coming to Marvel, because this is a character that's failed in the comic books over and over again. And of course, when they finally decided to start marketing this thing, immediately it got destroyed. 500,000 dislikes on the first trailer. And it's set to come out today, less than 24 hours from now. This will be debuting on Disney Plus. And we just got, as of this morning, we started to get first reactions. Everything from this is the best thing ever to, yeah, this really isn't good. Virtually all of the mixed reviews say the same thing. Well, I love the diverse cast and I love the lead actress, but really the story and the action and everything is not that good. Which is that's what happens when you have these DEI replacement characters. We saw the same exact thing for, Captain America, Brave New World. Everybody was praising Sam Wilson, but then saying, but the story is kind of a little whack. The story is not up to par. This isn't good. But no one would criticize the actor. No one criticized that character. It'll all be about the story surrounding it. Well, maybe this will get more people. There's a lot of diversity in this, Beardo. Don't know if you followed along. We got trans actors in this thing.
No.
Now this Zoe Tarakis, I want to be respectful.
Of course.
Zoe Tarakis identifies as non-binary trans masculine, but it is trans.
Okay.
Pretend to be a dude, basically.
Okay.
In addition to that, we've also got a man pretending to be a woman with a drag queen. And not only is the drag queen cast, there will be a drag queen in this thing. Which all this stuff is bad enough, right? They decided to center an entire promo video on these two characters, Beardo. Look at this.
Your dream is to be able to do this stuff, knock some big guys out and walk away and be like,
I do kind of want to stop and talk about this for a second. So if you now identify, you got all this surgery, you take all these hormones to identify as masculine, not a man, apparently, because you're non-binary, whatever the fuck you want to call this. Is it really that impressive then if you identify as a man to be beating up other men? I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Ryan, you've been a male all your life, right?
Yes.
Okay. We don't just go around walking and thinking, man, you know what I really want to do to prove it to myself? I really just want to beat up a big guy. I need to prove to myself and everybody else that I am masculine and that I'm a man and I'm confident. I just need to go beat up another male. We don't think that way. It's fucking weird.
Not all of us. No, I don't think so. Maybe certain segments of the population, that's how they walk around. I don't know.
Maybe.
No confirmation on that. But that's only one. You got to introduce the drag queen as well.
I love that we have Zoe Tarakis and Shea Coulee in powerful positions.
I flipped a guy.
Yeah. And punched him.
And I punched him.
It's really mind-blowing to come into my first scripted series and have it be in the MCU. After starting on a Marvel show, where do I go from here?
Would that draw you in? Would that convince you to go check this series out?
Absolutely not. This doesn't appeal to anybody. And we've learned this. At this point, dude, the people that they're pandering to by doing this and putting the trans actor or actress in here, putting in the drag queen, the people that they're trying to pander to do not watch and consume these products. They're not the ones buying the toys. They're not watching. They're not subscribing to Disney Plus. They're not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I feel represented, I'm gonna watch all 6 episodes of this. No, all they want to do is go on Twitter, take a screenshot of it and post it, and then get their adrenaline hit, or their endorphins hit or whatever of, oh my gosh, I'm realized, look at the likes, and then just move on to other gay shit. They're not actually fans. So you're shooting yourself in the foot. But this is what they have been doing for the past almost 10 years. So it's no surprises here.
Yeah, and this thing was filmed 3 years ago, by the way, too. So And I think they tried to cancel it. I think they tried to find a way. But look, you praised all the diversity. You bragged about hiring trans actors and drag queens. You bragged about your little black girl magic character, all of this stuff. And now you're sitting here and you've got a man pretending to be a woman and a woman pretending to be a man.
It's
that are starring in the featurette. And your core Marvel audience still, to this day, despite your best efforts, is still predominantly male.
Yeah.
They don't want to see this shit.
No.
Nobody fucking does. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait.
I will not be watching this. I just can't do it. I tried to, the last Marvel show I tried to get through was She-Hulk, and that lasted like 1 or 2 episodes. Whenever she was twerking with that stallion chick, I was done. I was out. I didn't watch Miss Marvel. I didn't watch season 2 of Loki. I hated the first season of Loki. Any other ones? Secret Invasion. I'm done with these Marvel TV shows. They're freaking ass. And I think that Disney Plus, especially like the MCU on Disney Plus, they're in a pickle because they tried to do the stories like WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, where these stories are going to mean something going forward into the MCU movies. But not everybody has Disney Plus. And the way that these shows were organized, they weren't good. So people didn't care to finish them or just watch them in general. But then when you go to the movies, there's going to be some pieces to the puzzle that they don't quite understand because they didn't watch the shitty TV show. So now they do the smaller characters, like the B or C list characters on Disney Plus to get that content out there to maybe introduce them into a MCU movie later on. But the people don't care about these smaller characters unless they are shoehorned into a movie at some point where they can then, elevate them to get their own movie eventually later on. So either way, it's going to suck for Marvel on Disney Plus. I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, I think that Star Wars and Marvel in general, and really all of Disney, they're going to start prioritizing theatrical stuff more than they are the Disney Plus stuff, because they've proven over and over again that people aren't watching Disney Plus for their original content when it comes to those things.
Correct.
The reason there's a lot of people subscribe to Disney Plus is there's a lot of parents that have kids and they're just constantly watching old shit on there. That's what their core subscriber base is. Their original programming on Disney Plus does not perform well. Yep. That's why you can have a subscription service like Paramount Plus, which has like 50 or 60 million subs compared to Disney's 150 million. And consistently they put out really good shows that the audience actually watches there, and they outperform everything from Disney Plus. Right. Despite having a much lower subscription base, because that type of content is what that subscriber base is actively watching.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You nailed it. The whole Disney Plus, the appeal to having Disney Plus is the back catalog of all of the Disney animations and the Pixar stuff, so that the parents can, oh, you know what? I don't own Toy Story. I don't have a VHS tape anymore, but I can just throw, Toy Story on, or Nemo or whatever on the TV for the little ones, but they're not watching the original shit. And like, even you mentioned Paramount, Apple TV's crushing it too. Like, as far as like the shows that they're producing, people actually watch the new shows on Apple TV. So yeah, I think
for their like very small subscriber base, right? They're turning out it does seem like they're turning out a better percentage of content that people are actually interested in than over on Disney Plus. There's no doubt about that. Because they have, I don't even know how many, 40 million or something Apple Plus. Very low subscriber count there.
Right, but what was the one show that came out a few weeks ago that everyone was like, this show's fucking great? Well, there was Mobland, but the other one,
Severance.
Severance. There you go. Yeah. Severance. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah. I was trying to think of something like recent. But yes, and I've seen the first season of Severance. I don't know if I'm as high on it as like everybody else seems to be. It is definitely like a mind fuck type of show. But yeah, they certainly get a lot of attention for some of their original stuff, more so than we see these other things getting, especially when you look at a by percentage basis.
Right.
No doubt.